Welcome everybody to this webinar. My name is Daniel Romey. I'm the Managing Director for the Golden Key Group. We're an elite group of realtors practicing in the Lower Mainland, specifically Surrey and Langley. I say elite for two reasons. One is our longevity. We've been practicing, we're third generation, practicing 40 years. And throughout that time, we dedicate ourselves to bringing to our clients relevant and reliable information on which to make decisions. I was introduced to Associate about 2 years ago. We brought to them a 77 unit project in the city of Langley called Atrium, and then a 33 unit townhouse project also in Langley. We're very happy to associate with Laszlo and Associa. So the webinar today is about insurance, and to all of our clients, listeners, both investors and owner occupiers, I'm sure you're going to find this webinar very informative. The current insurance dilemma.
Everyone, it's Scott Romey. I'm the sales manager with the Golden Key Group. Thank you, Daniel, for that introduction. This is Atrium. Atrium was a building that was just brand new. It's a 4-story condominium project, so insurance isn't so hard to get on the newer buildings. We're talking a lot where things get very complex is when you start getting into some older developments and where changes have been done. So we're going to fly over to a complex in Surrey. It's an older one. The name's unimportant, just to show you. It sits on about 10 acres, and over time there's been a lot of changes to it. So let's hop over there and we'll talk to you a little bit more. Over time, what happens is things age. So I'm going to take you over to this side. So this is one of the first ones that was built in '78. So if you see, these are stacked up. So there's a top building and a bottom building. Okay. On this side here that was built the following year, these are 2-story types. Now the big difference on that is over the years now, after 40 years, deck repairs are starting to take place on that one, but there is no sun decks on this one. So obviously there's a big fight within the community saying, well, hold it, why am I paying for that guy's sun deck when we don't have any sun decks? So then they all got together and decided, you know what, we're going to break up the strata in the quadrants at the time that they were built. So now on the 10 acres, we have 4 different strata companies within it with different rules and different regulations. Some allow rentals and some don't allow rentals. And you know, speaking to me, in my own personal opinion as an agent, I think having something with rentals is much more beneficial. I know a lot of people say, I don't want to be around all people with tenants and everything else. However, if you're an investor, this eventually is going to be bought up, okay, by a land developer who's going to buy it. So therefore, I think being able to rent your property out is strong. Whether you rent your place out or don't rent your place out, that's kind of irrelevant as far as it comes to the insurance rates. What the main cause in some of these older complexes is, as you'll see the change that takes place, a lot of these were done with asbestos back in the 70s, and the current building codes, when there is a fire or when there is a flood, it's astronomical in the cost to repair. And this is some of the issues that we're facing. Another thing to be concerned about when you're dealing with a strata, this particular one, where other issues come in, is that you take this complex here, when it was originally built, again, in 1978, it was built under what they call a MERB program. And anyway, this used to be the rental office. But within this community, we have an in-ground swimming pool, we have a sauna, we have racquetball courts. So these all require a caretaker to look, and your fees and that go up. These are also more things that you break down. So whenever you have a complex that has a lot of amenities to it, again, you're looking at probably insurance rates and everything else. Another thing to look at is depreciation reports. Even though they're classified as mandatory, the strata can still get together, the council install them off. So if you're coming into a strata and it doesn't have the depreciation report done, the banks don't favor it as much. The insurance companies don't favor it as much. So as you see, having the insurance and some of the things that are affecting the current building codes, where it's situated, whether rentals are allowed. I mean, there's so many things that come into effect, and that's why I tell you, Associate is a great strata company to be involved with. Laszlo explains very much and detailed on how to set up your strata and everything else. I mean, it's so much more involved than just buying or selling a house. So we thank you for watching this video. We only had a few minutes to put together in front, but the Golden Key Group we're extremely experienced. I myself have worked with project sales for over 35 years. The Golden Key Group and my brother and I were involved with project sales. We know the Stratas like the back of our hand, and if we could be of any help, any way, shape, or form, please contact our office for either a free evaluation, or if you're looking to wind down your Strata or anything of nature with Strata at all, then we're your guys. Thank you for watching our video. Keep safe and thank you.